Hi guys! For today's video I thought I'd focus on a topic that many ask me privately and professionally. I'm going to talk about dark under eye circles, so stay tuned! We like to say the eyes are the mirror of the soul, but what if the actual state of mind is good and happy, but the environment of the eye is darkly shaded and sunken? Then we still look tired and weary. There are several phrases for this condition, like eye shadows, dark circles or tear troughs, not to be confused with eye bags or puffy eyes. These are not our topic today, but I just want briefly to explain the difference, because they are often misnamed or confused. Eye bags are, as the name implies, a kind of bag-shaped bulges under the eyes and come about through anatomical conditions, genetics and aging processes. And then there's another finding that is often confused with eye bags. It's a little bulge directly underneath the eyelash edge, and it amplifies while laughing and can occur already in very young people. It's called lying silkworm and refers to a local small anatomical condition called a muscular hypertrophy. Dark circles or shadows are not bulges but depressions, and they can also occur genetically determined in very young people, the color varying from reddish to bluish to brown. And what other causes are there? The skin in the lid area is indeed very thin, sometimes up to paper thin, and the usual subcutaneous fatty tissue is absent or sparse there. On the other hand, there are a lot of blood vessels and lymphatics, and processes occurring here can be very pronounced. And in some regions, the eyelid skin can be more or less tightly attached to the orbital bone, partly by connective tissue bands and retaining ligaments. Depending on the anatomical position, this can pronounce the groove too. If the blood vessels are poorly perfused and the blood contains less oxygen, it is darker. And the darker the blood vessels, the more visible they become. Also, iron deficiency can be a problem, cause the iron-containing blood pigment, the hemoglobin, transports oxygen in the blood. Sufficient water supply is also important, because skin cells and connective tissue are partly made of water, and the less they contain, the more veins can shimmer through. And as the skin sinks with aging, and muscles, connective tissue strands and fat shift or diminish, blood vessels even more intensify, also when they are jammed or swollen. In addition, an increased pigment deposition, a so-called hyperpigmentation, can also be a cause for dark circles. It refers to the deposition of the skin pigment melanin or the so-called age pigment lipofuscin. And not only sun, for example, but also inflammation can cause the pigment-forming cells, the melanocytes, to increasingly produce melanin. Not to forget the lifestyle, PC work, stress, lack of sleep, alcohol, drugs, smoking, malnutrition. The list is long, and all of this can worsen dark eye circles. But what can we do now? It is not easy to fight dark circles if they are not caused by a short-term condition. In addition to the basics like balanced nutrition, exercise, fresh air and hydration, even lymphatic drainage and facial massages can be very helpful. Creams may be beneficial depending on their active ingredients, such as vascular stabilizers or pigment-reducing agents. There are tons of creams promising miracles, but none of them, unfortunately, can conjure dark circles away. They cannot act against the depth, the reduced volume of the tear troughs. This may be filled via hyaluronic acid or own fat, Whether there is an indication for this or for any laser or IPL treatment depends on the individual circumstances. And finally, we are lucky to have concealers, but you know that. Thank you for watching. Take care and see you soon.